Check one, check two. Yo, the guys, it's your boy SonTj. How's it going, everyone? Today we're here to talk about My Academia Manga Chapter 331 leaks, thanks to the Shonen Paradise Discord, man. So without further ado, let's get started here. So also, I'm not the greatest at pronunciation, so that's a warning here. But let's get to these spoilers. The chapter begins with Star being thrown backwards by the impact of the explosion, because in the last chapter we had this weird fusion of Shigaraki in All for One that kind of countered Star and Strike's abilities of New Order, but she says this. She doesn't understand why Shigaraki's hair suddenly grew. Shigaraki says he now understands how New Order works. He says even though she is the strongest, that's giving her a lot of hype, man. Because right now she's honestly like top 3 in the verse. Like her powers are insane. Her quirk still has some limits. He noticed that there's a limit on her super strength, because if there wasn't, he would have been killed with one single punch. So I'm guessing like she's not strong as All Might, even though she has an order for her to have super strength. Also, he says that she might as well just said if someone touches the air in that certain area, the person dies. Since this was not the case, he imagines that there's limits to any kind of rule imposed. So she's only able to like do rules if she knows like the person's name and is like able to touch them or something like that. Like I think that's how she's able to do those rules. He then says that the limitations for using it on living beings must be name calling. Yeah, like I said, for example, the last order didn't work because she assumed that Tomura Shigaraki was in reality. He's in an ambiguous state between Shigaraki and All for One, and even Tenko Shimura. Huh? All right, that's something. One of the pilots asked Star once again, what are they going to do since neither New Order nor the lasers worked. She then asked him to send a message to the commander Agbar. The pilot seems to understand what it means and asks if that's really the best thing they can do. Star and Stripe says that Shigaraki is no longer just an enemy of Japan. He is a threat to the global scale. She needs to kill him right now. Okay, so this is giving, like major death flags for Star and Stripes. I don't want her to die, man. I really don't want her to die. She's a really cool character. The pilot remembers the moment he met Star. He says, from today on, I'm going to take care of you all. Let's die together, bros. He then gives an order for everyone else to back off. And remind you, this character is the exact same character that All Might saved back when he was younger in college in the, I think it was called Heroes Rising, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Heroes Rising or Two Heroes. I always get those confused because you would think Two Heroes is Bakugo and Deku, but I think it's Heroes Rising. I don't know, whatever. It's letting you know that those movies are canon. I need to watch the third movie because I think it came out recently. Star and Stripes creates a new order. The atmosphere will be solidified into shape that is 100 times my size. She's doing some Avatar stuff because I saw the pictures. Like it reminds me of like some Korra and like Avatar Aang type stuff. We then see a huge aura forming next to her. Shigaraki comments that although he can't see it, he knows there's something there. This aura uses an attack called Fist Bump to the Earth and Nora's Punch that hits Shigaraki. He knows that accumulating damage will not be enough to defeat him since he can heal himself. She won't be able to find out his real name either, so she'll have to beat him to a pulp. At this point, she claps her hands, and I saw it. It's like she looks like the Hulk when he does thunderclap or something, or I forgot his move in the actual MCU. She claps her hands. Her aura does the same, creating an impact that throws Shigaraki farther. Even with that in mind, she knows that it will be difficult tasks because he is very resistant. So she asks the pilots to shoot their lasers at her. The next order she gives is the lasers will solidify to a single beam. This single laser is wielded by the aura of Star and Stripe, who holds it with both hands and pushes it down with all her strength. This technique is called Unified Laser with Max Output. So is her like abilities like always needed with these like lasers and shits to be around her to be like at full strength? Because that's pretty interesting how like that's a common use of her abilities. The pilots think it over, but Star says that this blow is just to hold him back. If Shigaraki could be defeated by any attack at this level, then Endeavor would have been able to finish him off back in the war. So that's giving Endeavor pretty much a lot of hype, talking about his prominence burn being like the same strength as like American lasers. Like That gives them a lot of hype, man. Like if that might have to put Endeavor up some levels. I know a lot of people still think I forgot like how I had my list. I think a lot of people think that certain characters, like, let me look at my list real quick. Certain people like Overhaul and Redestro can beat Endeavor. Like that might give a little bit more hype, man. Anyway, it is at this point that she receives a call from Commander Agbar. As she's mentioned earlier, she says that her recklessness has crossed the line this time, that the penalty will be even more severe than revocation of her hero license. She says she doesn't care about this and asks him if he has finished the preparations. Agbar confirms he has already told Japan that they should be arriving soon. He says that even though Star is reckless, this recklessness is what makes their country really shine. America! On the last page, he says, even All Might couldn't arrest this villain. This is your time to overcome him. Kathy. Okay, that's her real name, Kathy. We did see several missiles are heading towards the place where the fight is taking place. They are called new hypersonic intercontinental missiles, TIMATs. End of the chapter. So, yeah, we have seen Avatar, Avatar Star and Stripe. Her abilities look sick, by the way. It is going down, man. Like I was really afraid that this chapter is gonna start with her, like, you know, dying, not dying, like having her quirk stolen, and it might end with her dying. Like she might, like, I don't know. I want the character to stick around. I want her to interact with heroes like Endeavor, and I just want to see what she can do. But okay, yeah, it's called the movie that she comes from is literally called Two Heroes. I gotta get that out of my head. Like Hero Rising is about Bakugo and Deku, and Two Heroes about All Might and Deku. So yeah, man, it looks like she's still putting up a fight. We got some hype for Endeavor and how his prominence burn is like on the same level as like all those laser beams. The art looks pretty cool. Like I said before, like this Avatar-like punch is pretty sick. And again, it's a real weird situation because she can't win this because she doesn't know what All for One Shigaraki is. Like he doesn't even have a name. So it gets like he's the ultimate handicap. If it wasn't for this bad matchup, she is the strongest character in this verse outside of like Prime, All for One, and All Might. Like Deku's not beating this chick. Like he's not beating her. So Kathy / Stripes, Star and Stripes she's out here, man. She's putting in work. And I'm really glad that the movies are being confirmed to be canon. And granted, I don't know how this third movie is going to be, but I haven't seen this film. But I already know in a previous spoiler that there was a character from the third movie. So let me know what you guys think about these spoilers, man. Again, I'm going to find some more ways to upload more content pretty soon. I just been a little bit lack of motivation, so I'm going to keep working on it. Anyway, hope you guys subscribe to the channel. More spoilers. I'm going to keep uploading these videos because YouTube and you guys like these videos. So yeah, SonTj, peace. Love you all.